Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the show, Mobile Tech Show. My name is Andrew Brinker, and I will be your host today. Today, we are talking about the continuance of mobile phones, of what is going to happen, what has happened, and what's happening right now. So nowadays, many people have their iPhones or Android phones. They're smartphones that pretty much you can type very easily and message and communicate with anyone that you want by just a couple thumb presses and send them on its merry way. Most of the time now, keyboards are laid out in the US at least, in a QWERTY format. So it's very intuitive nowadays that people can type and talk with their thumbs. But back in the day, people didn't have that luxury, or at least technology as advanced as this. So back in the day, we had these kind of phones. Good stuff, right? These phones are, this is the Motorola C139, 139, and it is the phone from TracFone that I used up until 2011, actually. So this phone had many features, but the main feature was calling and maybe a little bit of texting. It came with some pre-installed games, but for the most part, all it does now is sit at home as a nice paperweight. Now, with the phone, it is also sometimes used as an emergency phone, and it it has many features that I am going to try and show you today. So one of the things that we talked about was it used to have this snake-like game. I don't know if you remember the old Nokia phones used to have a old snake game that you had to control with the up and down arrows, up, down, side to side arrows that pretty much create the snake, don't run to yourself. This phone has something similar where you do use the navigation buttons, physical buttons, in order to go about a maze. So right now, I'm going to show you this. It is under Games, and in this version, it's called a maze. So let's go and start, and there it is. I don't know if you can see that, but it is a small little map where you traverse and try and get to the end. So nowadays you have phone games, Angry Birds, it's all tap, pull, and then watch sweet graphics fly across the screen. This, not so much. It is really just getting across the screen and testing your pretty much one-finger dexterity skills. So that was that, and I'm going to play this quick round just to show you how bad it was. Here I am just scrolling across the screen. I have gone the wrong way, and I am screwed already. That's it. You just move around the map and use the buttons. The luxury of having the touchscreen of nowadays is great, but in the past, you had to use these physical buttons to actually go about your day. So on this phone, it obviously didn't have a QWERTY keyboard, so we had to type with on the buttons itself. So back in the day, you had to use either a tapping, the multi-tap feature, or a T9, or in this case it's called the ITAP, predictive text recognition. And you pretty much just type. So in order to say, write the word call, you would have to type 2255, because each of the letters correspond to the number. It was long and tedious, but the cool thing was back in the day, some people could say, they could type without actually looking at their phone. And nowadays with touchscreens, you pretty much have to look at your screen. It's very screen dependent. So that is the Motorola C139 of the days past. Still good stuff. Does the job of making your calls and writing your messages, but looks like smartphones are the now and the future, and we'll see what it brings soon. So that's all I have for today. This is Andrew Brinker. Have a good day.